Yeah, hi guys, vipi majama? I hope you are fine. I hope you're doing great, Mazee. Let me begin first by apologizing to those who are kind of following my videos on TikTok. Now, while you watch part 1 to part 4 of Bogota versus Nairobi housing, and a few of you wamedrop kwa inbox yangu kuniambia Mazee, ulianza hii story alafu ukatuacha kwa suspense juu ulikuwa umesema utashare with us how much you pay for the rent. So the reason why I'm making this video is to live up to that promise, and at the end of it all nitakuwa nikishare rent yangu enye ninalipa for this apartment, but it's very important also to put it in perspective so that ujue mimi sijilipi rent, my employer pays my rent. Ingekuwa ninajilipia maybe singeishi mali ninaishi. Here we go. Actually, what made me start this series of just sharing stories about housing in Colombia, that is Bogota, versus housing in Nairobi, was this video that I actually watched online about some Nigerian lady in the UK. Ilikuwa pale tuko.co.ke, and this lady also made just like a video like this for her TikTok, just to share about her standards of living in the UK. Na ameshare kanyumba kake hapo hivyo kidogo. It's actually like a studio apartment, iko na kabed hapo hivyo na ka shared washroom. I think anaishi na mtu mwingine hapo hivyo, but she actually says that analipa rent ya nikiconvert from pounds to Kenyan shillings nikaa kitu about 80,000 Kenyan shillings. That is just for like a studio apartment, right? Now I'm thinking about 80,000 Kenyan shillings. Ni wapi Kenya unalipia nyumba 80,000 Kenyan shillings, yeah? That is kama Kileleshwa, places like I think Lavington, some apartments in Lavington unaweza zipata at hiyo rate. Na nimeona watu wameanza kucomplain recently that my apartments zina shoot sana pale Kileleshwa na pale Lavington. It's becoming a concrete jungle, so inaleta shida sana, and people have started complaining about that, especially those people who've stayed there for a very long time. All right, so I took you through my apartment and gave you some tour in all the 4 parts that I actually did a video, and I was able to show you some amenities that we actually have in my apartment, right? I think pretty much ni swimming pool tu tunakosa hapa hivi. Ingekuwa then ingekuwa perfect, but from the gym, we have like a steam room and a sauna. We have a barbecue area kule juu. We have like some 3 big halls that you actually can hire, and in case you have visitors, so that si lazima uko na bash kwa nyumba alafu mnapigia watu kelele. Hizo halls iko within the apartment, unaweza zihaya, unalipa tu kitu kidogo at least for administration purposes. We have like a little chapel in the apartment where sometimes like Easter, Christmas, say tuna meet up hivyo, tuna fellowship, si ati kona pastor or anything, but mnaweza invite mtu, like a servant of God, and our lead, as an apartment tu hapo mna fellowship together. It's a nice place yani ya catch up. We have like this nursery with lots of things za watoi kucheza iko hapo, and twice in a week, that's on Tuesdays and Thursdays, kuna some I think ECD teachers, I think the ECD trained teachers wanakujanga hapo, so unapeleka tu watoi wako huko, wanacheza nao, wanawafunza lots of psychomotor skills and things like that. We have like a playground hapo, iko na a small football pitch yenye watu wanaweza ya kucheza. I play there with doing football. Tuko na video game room hapo hivyo, and what else did I show you guys? And a playroom, iko na table tennis na pool, oh yeah, and how can I forget a cinema? Unaweza imagine an apartment with a cinema. Yeah. See, it's not a public cinema really, but it's like a small cinema place imetengenezwa design ya cinema really, with like about kitu kama 15 seats hivi. So you and your friends, you and your family can actually book it. Pia you unai reserve, alafu for 3 hours, alafu you can go there with your family, you know, and just chill and watch a movie, it's lovely really. So, do you have apartments like that in Kenya? Maybe ziko, by the way, maybe ni mimi tu sijatembea sana, so sijaona mengi. But when I started teaching, part of my, extra hustle was kufunza watoi for tuition. And so I had this opportunity to interact with lots of, students of, these students of international school. We know that they are also kids of who is who in Kenya, and kidogo, the upper class masonko, upper middle class, hapo ivo. And where were most of them living? Karen, Lavington, Kileleshwa, Runda, places like those. So kidogo, I actually moved around in some of these places. And so I actually got to these apartments, a couple of apartments that I thought were really, really wonderful apartments until nikakuja huku, and then I'm like, okay, yeah, those apartments were really, really good. And rent is kind of very expensive as well, because these guys are actually, I was in apartments where people are actually paying like 200,000, per month. Yeah. And I also was in apartments where people are paying rent like 80,000 per month. Right. But those apartments, to be honest, and in my opinion, do not come close to these in terms of amenities. So why are people paying that much? Mimi sijui, but mimi rent yangu, here we go, drum roll. With all those in these apartments, I actually pay 80,000 Kenyan shillings. Nah, it's not 80,000 actually, it's 75,000. 75,000. No, by the way, is it even 75,000? No, actually. Oh yeah, 65,000. 65,000 actually, that's it. Unaona, mi hata sijui, hizi vitu ni my baby pale ndo anajua. It's actually 65,000 shillings that I'm paying for this apartment. This is an apartment that iko in a high-end area in Bogota. It's a lovely, beautiful place. Ningeweza kuonesha view yangu from where nimekaa. I'm actually just on my balcony. Ningeonesha view yangu, mngeona yenye ninaangalia sasa. Nimeface actually milima kidogo. Wait, nitawaonesha. I'm gonna capture that and show that to you. Probably nitaonesha. Ndio hiyo pengine mnaiona actually sasa in your screen, yeah? There, that's the view. Mazi nikiamka ninaangalia huko ninaona tu milima. It's just beautiful. And Bogota is pretty much like a concrete jungle as well. There are lots of flats, and that's what people in Kileleshwa and Lavington are complaining about at the moment. But here we go. So ukienda kwa apartment yenye unalipa 70,000, 80,000 in Nairobi, Kenya, what are you expecting to find in that apartment? So maybe this is a challenge to you, and this is also a challenge to watu wa real estate. Wakati mnatengeneza manyumba huko Nairobi, we actually can offer people a lot more. If you want to charge them like 80,000 for, for rent, or 200,000 for rent, maze, it would be nice for us to, go out of our way and do a lot. Wacha watu walipie pesa na wapate value ya hiyo pesa yenye wanalipia for housing, yeah? And that is why I was doing this video. So kama mmekuwa mkifuatilia maze, thank you so much for, following. To many friends wengine hapa hivi waangalie what I'm making, yeah. Maze, subscribe to my channel, and tutaonana hapo na nitazidi ku make more videos. By the way, in case there's anything that you feel like you'd love to know about Bogota, Colombia, let me know. I'll be more than happy to share that with you. Najua, just like kwenda Africa maze, and there's lots of stereotypes huko nje about Africa, and sometimes people have formed some attitude, about how Africa looks like. And I know it's the very same thing with with Colombia. Unajua tukiwatch pale movies unasikianga tu the Bogota cartel, the Medellin cartel and stuff like that. Mi kabla nikuje huku Bogota, najua my friends walikuwa mazee, we want that legit stuff. Kuna wale wenye walikuwa na wasiwasi na uoga mazee, kunaweza kuharibikia huko mbaya sana, but I am totally happy here. And yeah, in case you wanna hear some stuff about Bogota, you know, to break those stereotypes, let me know in the comment section and I will do a video about it. Yeah, all right, cheers and have a great time. Kwaheri man.